assume that everyone else has a representation, which they don't. But that does
Exactly.
not matter anyway.
Yeah.
That's the point. It does not matter. It only matters if you have good characters, compelling stories, whatever is of quality, of value, something that gives you food for the soul. That's the only thing that matters. It does not matter whatsoever if I'm playing with a man or a woman.
Hey,
And
you're playing with a man right now,
yes, and I'm so happy.
right?
So going to talk about a lunacy that's basically set by, I don't know who is this person.
Someone. I mean,
Someone.
might not be famous, yeah.
Yeah, but it was absolutely a stupid thing. So we're going to discuss why you should not play this game if there is no female space marines in it.
Yes.
So we're going to read this and take it apart. Yeah,
Yeah.
in logic and everything else. And Quinn, feel free to absolutely destroy it as well.
So this was taken from where? First of all, was it in Steam?
No, it's
Somewhere.
from Twitter, but it's taken, I think, from another site. It really doesn't matter. We're just gonna, destroy it in terms of meaning and everything. Or like my dear friend Helzo said, just what was
Put
that?
a dreadnought.
Yeah, like get into the dreadnought or something and just pop the popcorn.
Pop the popcorn. Yeah. Exactly. We'll demolish that just as we demolished the tiger yesterday.
Yes.
Demolishing.
The Tiger
all the way.
Vanguard. So you can start reading it. Quinn, let me know
Okay.
what's happening with the joining when you can.
Okay. So then, it's called Not Bait. You shouldn't play the game Space Marine 2 until they add female Space Marines, and here is why.
Oh no.
Now then, let's listen to the very logical explanations. Before you lose it and comb your walk, listen up. There are people who have been stomped on for centuries, and we are finally at a point where we can start to make things right. How can you sit there and play a game made by devs who are openly sexist, while also refusing to add even a shred of diversity?
A shred, she said.
Yeah.
I'm going to the campaign, Quinn.
What's the big deal with having a single Marine who's intersex, LGBTQ or female? They did it for Custodes, don't remind us, in the game. Just one character. They could be on screen for 5 seconds and it wouldn't hurt you at all. But it would mean the world to someone who finally sees themselves represented. And who's really the snowflake if that idea gets under your skin?
Oh no.
They don't even need, this is the saddest violin playing over here. They don't even need to be the main character. It blows my mind that anyone would back a game that's deliberately pandering to right-wing values. Do you even know what you're supporting, or did some World of Warcraft YouTuber just tell you to buy it? World of Warcraft?
World of Warcraft?
By playing this game, you, bad people, it doesn't say, but by playing this game, you're choosing to marginalize people who deserve better. Oh no.
Oh no.
That's the point. I get that some will read this and say they don't care, but maybe, just maybe, try putting yourself in someone else's shoes for once. All it takes is a little empathy. Boy, people like that talking about empathy. You don't have to agree with them, but recognize that representation helps people feel less alone. It's sad that you're actively standing against that. Edit. Just because you use a gesture award doesn't mean you're right. Don't bother trying to rile me up because it's not a good look.
I don't know where to begin.
Yeah, where to begin even with that, I mean.
Quinn, what do you think first?
Queen, yeah, start first.
I think I no longer support mental illness. I think that advocating for it is just going to cause more problems. If they want a guy that's LGBTQ by whatever it is plus represented and to be shown for only 5 seconds, what's the point? Because you're not going to know. We already have a nice black space marine and an Asian space marine that's represented. At least that you can see. So what's the point of seeing something that you can't see?
Yeah, right. It's going
yeah.
to be more disrespectful, and then other people are going to
Exactly.
complain to no end. We're never going to hear the end of it.
Exactly.
That's always how it
Exactly.
happens.
Yeah, just it's the foot in the door so that they can have something more to destroy what it is we love. That's all it
Exactly.
is.
The first thing that we have to note is that whoever wants to be represented, no matter if they're heterosexual or
Whatever.
gay or whatever you are, it does not matter. If you want to be represented in anything, you have ego issues. You
Exactly.
probably have mental issues as well. Because why else, if not a huge ego, you want to see yourself represented in anything if you can't relate to other human beings, no matter if they are male or female, then something is fundamentally wrong with
Exactly.
you.
That means that we have to retroactively now go back to every movie and every game and every single piece of entertainment that we have, which back in the days people don't have that issues with representing, and to remake them or switch the things, because what means being represented if that's not in every movie then? I mean, should we do that for everything now?
Yeah, and
Or
where is
what?
then I mean, I'm going to ask by her logic, where is then the representation of every country, every person in every country? By this logic,
Absolutely, yeah,
everyone
yeah.
can ask to be
Everyone can
represented.
ask that, yes. I mean,
Everyone.
I can ask for representation of left-handed people in every single piece of media.
Yeah.
And by that logic, I mean,
Yeah,
if I
because
cared
you
for that,
just cannot watch, right-handed people.
absolutely. I never played with characters who are right-handed or,
Yeah, just
or
always.
anything, just always. I could never see myself as people like that, Oh, wait, because I don't care what hand is being used.
Oh,
So,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Why would you? Are you
And why?
insane? You gotta be
Yes,
insane if
exactly.
you cared.
So yeah, really, why being deadlift is going to be for 5 seconds or something like that? People who have that problem say that they feel
Damn it.
alone if they're not represented. Apparently, they have issues that they have to work on. As you said, these are ego issues. You want to see yourself somewhere in something.
Oh,
Which
Jesus, I'm alive.
you can do with those characters. It doesn't need to be. How if we see a female space marine? How would that help? To whom?
Yeah, we are not space marines to begin with.
Yeah. So.
Let alone female space marines. I mean, by that logic.
But that doesn't mean that we
Execute.
can't see ourselves, in the values that they show and everything else. I mean, that's why you have so rich universe that you can find something for you. It doesn't need to be he takes his helmet off and it's actually a she.
No.
You say, oh my god.
Look now, guys. It's not logically sound. They only talk with emotion. They do not have any logic, such people. And yes, what she said before, you call me woke. I mean, it's she, I think it's she though. But even if it isn't, doesn't matter. The opinion, it just has absolutely no ground to stand on
Yeah.
whatsoever. And it's only based by emotion and no intelligence whatsoever. Not even a care in the world for just any human at all. If you only want representation for someone, but you think then you presume that everyone else has a representation, which they don't. But that does
Exactly.
not matter anyway.
Yeah.
That's the point. It does not matter. It only matters if you have good characters, compelling stories, whatever is of quality, of value, something that gives you food for the soul. That's the only thing that matters. It does not matter whatsoever if I'm playing with a man or a woman. And
Hey, you're playing with a man right now,
yes, and I'm so happy.
right?
I am so happy.
You don't need representation of a specific chapter based on ancient Bulgarian cans.
Not
Right?
even a little bit.
Right? So here we
I
go.
mean, that's cool. I mean, we have good story,
It
good
would be-
history, but
But really,
I don't need that.
we don't need that, exactly.
It's gonna be cool. I mean, I will probably enjoy it if it's done well. If it's done like crap, who cares? You
But
know?
we're not going to lose our sleep over it. I mean, if it doesn't happen, I think so, because we have everything else that we need here.
Yeah, such people are so emotionally immature that they will
Also-
lose sleep
Yeah,
over
exactly,
it.
exactly. Also,
So pathetic. I'm sorry. It's pathetic.
also, she said that it's clearly made by developers who are sexist and things like that. But I mean, Aren't there women who work there in the studio too? Or how does she know that they're sexist? So, I mean, just assumptions and trying to make people feel bad, hiding everything behind those false values, like, you know, oh, if this happens, it will mean the world to someone, you know, be a nice person and things like that, where actually you're not a nice person wanting to, you know, gaslight people and putting those false values.
Yeah, it's basically being extremely fake while pretending to be
Pretending to
extremely
be,
genuine and
yeah.
like open-minded. It's
Yeah.
exactly the opposite. That's the irony.
But that's again an ego thing, because you want people to pay you attention by you showing how open-minded you are. You want that acceptance. Look, I'm open-minded person, which means I'm great and things like that. So, you know,
Oh,
ego
God.
at playing. Kill it.
Yes,
The
killing
ego,
the.
both the ego and the time.
I'm killing the ego of such people right
Exactly.
here.
Yeah. So yeah.
I
Smash
mean,
it to tiny bits.
normal sane people that are very secure in themselves and don't feel like they have to have their butt licked every 5 seconds will never ever want such a thing. So, like, think very well if you want such things. Isn't it your ego a huge problem somehow? Oh my gosh, I'm dead. And thank you, Lutko. He said, well said.
Okay.
So yeah, Quinn, any thoughts?
I agree. We basically said it all.
No, thank you.
It's stupid. It's really stupid. And
I
it's just
mean-
people with mental illness wanting to be, you know, inflicting their affliction upon everybody else. And I've had enough of
Absolutely.
it. So, yeah, I'm done.
Exactly. Jesus. I mean, we definitely live in an era where emotional immaturity, just craziness is what is promoted, and it is forced upon us. Literally, like some kind of a what's that? Marxism, communism, whatever. They don't realize
Fascism,
that.
everything, yeah, and they don't
I'm
They
moving to
don't
the new
realize
location now.
Yeah.
Follow me.
That is the absolute irony that they don't realize what they're actually doing to everyone.
They don't care. It's all about them. It's narcissism.
Yeah, extreme narcissism. That's actually a mental illness.
Yeah.
It is.
If you want to make everything about yourself and not care about everyone else, you're actually making the opposite of inclusivity.
And we do know what happened in the Greek mythology to the guy who was called Narcissus. Is that
Oh.
how it should be? Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to him?
Well, he was so full of himself and in love with himself that he spent all his days looking at his reflection in the nearby lake, and he got so close to looking at himself, he wanted to kiss his reflection, that he fell into the lake and drowned.
Ridiculous.
So yeah. Hey, Kit is here.
Hey, yeah, kid.
Hi, Kit.
Yeah.
So yeah, ridiculous. And that's what happens to those people. They're literally eating themselves up, you know, wanting to be in everything, all over everything, and to be it's my way on the highway, or
Yeah,
nothing,
it's my
you
way
know,
or the highway,
on the highway,
exactly.
yeah, exactly.
Gotta
And
take out the zone thrope or we're gonna die.
okay, I mean, I am trying.
He's right above you.
Yeah,
And the big one.
There we go.
I'm shooting. My weapon is stupid. I don't have the best weapon right
Well,
now.
that is a representation of zone thrope.
Oh, gosh, it's crazy.
Oh boy, that's a big swarm, yeah.
I mean, I have no idea.
Ah, goodness.
Okay,
Big
he's
one,
down.
big one.
He's down.
Yes.
Executed him. Jesus, so close. You know, and the comments for female space marines now are absolutely from the same lane. They all say the same things.
Mhm.
They're literally like, oh, what is going to happen if we have a female space marine? Are you going to like cry or something? I'm like, people, you don't
I
get
mean,
what is
yeah.
the issue here? You don't get it. You really don't get it.
Absolutely, they don't get it. I mean, it's
not even about which gender who. It's not even about that. It's about that you're changing something that's fundamentally not established this way, and you don't give any reason for it, any meaning to it, and making it meaningless. So you're not doing it any favors to female characters, any favors or honor. You're not giving any honor to the custodies as a faction. The opposite. You're making them ridiculous and meaningless.
And those people who still have the excuse like, you know, well, why should we care what happened? It's a fictional universe, so don't be so attached to it. It's fictional, for goodness sake. You know, but they still don't get the fundamentals that you just said.
Then let's just not care about absolutely anything.
Right.
Art will not mean anything. Stories will not mean anything. They're not going to teach us anything. They're just going to be mindless crap for idiots because what? We want to digress in our intelligence or what? I mean, all of that is an actual insult to our intelligence.
Or the other type of people who, you know, there was one comment like that in the video about the female custodians, that, you know, I just give a different perspective because I want to give something to people to be happy, because they don't want, you know, female custodians making them happy. Let's see it in a different angle and just be happy about it. But what does it mean? Take the crap and be happy with it. You know, just let's find a reason to be happy. We shouldn't be like that. Otherwise, we have to take every card that they give us and just say, oh, okay, yeah, we look from a different angle now and be happy. That's not how this works.
Yeah, for goodness sake.
Nice. Execute.
If you're happy with that, there's something is wrong with you. I'm sorry.
Like the people who said, you know, well, when the things happened with The Witcher, and they said, well, I'm just happy that they're doing something with the franchise. And I was like, so you're happy that they turn your franchise that you like, you know, the books and the games that you like into nothingness, you know? So if you're happy with that, okay.
Yeah.
Mediocrity, yay.
Mediocrity, yeah. Or if there's a... What did you say, Quinn?
I'm wondering where we're supposed to go now.
This way? This way?
Right, if it's clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frag grenades, that's what I want, frag grenades.
Yeah, we're just gonna take everything. So, yeah, it's like if we watch like a reboot of Xena and they just make her full-blown lesbian just because people demand that. Although that was never established on the screen, you know, the creators can talk whenever they want, but it was never in the canon lore. It was joked about, it was like a lot of things, but it was never established. So until you actually confirm that on the screen, it's not canon, just a hearsay, like, okay, I intended that, but it's still a freaking subtext. And they both, with you know, Xena and Gabriel both had men in their lives a lot. So
Gabriel was married,
yeah, and back then there was nothing like that. So if they really become like lovers for real, that's gonna be like a breaking of character for both of them. Okay, let's focus.
Nietzsche 40K asks, do you think the game
It's fun so far.
fun so far?
Oh yeah,
Great fun.
game is fun. Just put a bit up the volume of the game for us because it's very quiet. And Lutko says, where I'm attached, I read like close to 50 books from Warhammer and I like them. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
But you don't want female space marines, right? So, here you go.
Yeah.
Oh, we already saw what a female custodes looks like and how it behaves.
Oh boy, yeah.
What's the difference between a toxic male and the custodes?
Yeah, nothing. I mean, it's still a man, so again, they don't
Still
do
a
any
man,
favors to women because they make someone from the women's factions, let's say, being just like a man. So, who the heck is benefiting from that? I mean, am I supposed to identify with a 3-meter tall man,
Right.
woman?
Yeah.
Like, what the heck we're talking about?
And there were people who
It's
said,
still inferior to a male custodes.
yeah, there were even people who said, but she was cool though, and I say, because it was a custodian doing his thing, they just made it female. It wasn't cool because she was female.
Yeah, she's cool because she's supposed to be a he.
Yeah, exactly, that's it, you know.
I mean, a cool character that's supposed to be a man, that's what I mean. And you know, the Sister of Silence was freaking amazing, you know.
Absolutely, absolutely,
Yes, she
yes.
was.
And she was
Absolutely.
beautiful and
Yeah.
feminine and everything. And it's so nice.
So nice, yeah.
So sweet.
So who needs the female space marine story when we actually have great female characters there? So what's the point really?
What do you need men for when you got more manly than manly men, femme stories, right?
Absolutely, let them do everything. there.
Yeah, for people that really like to represent women, you sure showed us,
Right,
you know.
exactly.
Me-
Oh
you should-
boy.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
It's
me,
insanity.
yeah, making
The logical fallacies and loops, the mental gymnastics required to do what they're doing is just insane.
exactly.
I am Rogaldorn, Primarch of the Imperial Fists. Subscribe to the 40k Empress for more honest Warhammer 40k content. Or I will fortify your bathroom